Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to, we're actually going live from a lot of different places. But let's shout out their YouTube channels really quick. What's up to my tribe, the So Debonair Tribe, the Affairs of the Heart podcast, and also to the Saturday Morning Brunch crew, folks. As you guys know, we are getting ready to have a really great conversation today. I want to come on here and just introduce it real quick before we get started. Come on in the room. Make sure you guys, if you are on Facebook, let me make sure that I made mine public. Give me 1 second. All right, I just made my live public so we can see the comments on my channel from Facebook as well. So let's take care of the business. First of all, if you want to join my tribe, please step by my site. Go ahead and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, please hit that notification button. Make sure you turn it on all so you get notified every time we go live. Like the video, share the video, comment in the chat. If you are in any chat, there's like 8 chats going on right now, but we get all of them in this one chat. We're about to get started, and I'm going to ring on my Anale after we play the intro. See you guys in like 30 seconds.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Everybody wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
Hey. All right. So first off, what's going on with everybody in the chat? So we have comments. Gigi is a Virgo is laughing about the title of this live. What was said this is an interesting topic. The short answer is yes, she is, but there's so much to say about this comparison. Delcinia, what's going on? 2 days in a row, I got you. That's what's up. Hey, so David there in chat. Jimmy John Cook, I believe that's from your Facebook page. Good evening, boss. Oh, that might be from mine. Hello. I never can pronounce that name, but what's going on? Loving the shirt. Thank you. Hey, friend, what's going on, friend? Yes, with the Beyonce shirt, team BeyHive all day. Take off that shirt. What's going on, Secret? That's my girl. Hey, beautiful. Hi. Hey, everyone. Lorraine and Delcinia watching you in 2 places. All right, got you. Happy holidays to you, so dead. Peace and blessings to you. Love, may God continue to bless you. And last but not least, peace, Sassy Peaches here. Hey, boo, so Deb and Manale. All right. So first of all, yesterday was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Right. You guys showed us so much love yesterday. And I told Manale, I was like, we have to go live again today. So we went into the blogs and we found out what was going on. I'm talking to this mic, but this mic not even on. We went into the blogs today and we saw that Jay-Z made a comment today.
Yeah.
And let's pull that up. How did you feel about the show yesterday, before we get into that?
Oh my God. First of all, y'all know we do be kind of sipping on here. I was litty. I ain't even gonna lie. I dropped my drink on my keyboard. I don't know if you guys know anything about Apple products, but it's a little sticky today. And I just was done after the show. I was like, it's over. I'm going to sleep. But I love the vibe. Everyone was so awesome. All the comments, like, we can't even keep up with you guys. So I'm super blessed to be here again tonight with you, So Deb, and with all of you guys. So thank you so much for having me.
Same here. I'm also happy to have my Affairs of the Heart podcast team, people over here as well. I know more people will be coming in the chat as we go on. I've seen this is all over the internet, and I really wanted to talk about it because, as y'all know, what do y'all be calling this? The Beyonce Saturday Morning Brunch crew?
The Saturday Morning Beyonce crew.
Yeah, the Saturday Morning Beyonce crew. Yes.
Yeah. You gotta put it everywhere, guys. It's the Saturday Morning Beyonce crew.
What's going on, Mimi Twin? Hello, all. Much love, so Deb. What's going on? So let's go ahead and get into the conversation.
Let's get into it.
So Jay-Z, they did a Spaces chat on Twitter. I think it was yesterday, and Jay-Z made a comment that has taken the internet. It's blown up. Jay-Z says that Beyonce is an evolution of Michael Jackson. He never had Coachella. Beyonce number 8 million supporters. On your way in, please hit that like button. Yes, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you. And if you guys are on any other platform, please make sure you guys log on and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's the Saturday Morning Brunch. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I do adore Beyonce as an artist, but I am not a fanatic. Okay, so to me, you cannot take away what Michael Jackson did in his era, in his time, for as long as he's been doing music. Rest his soul in peace.
And what's going on, Queen Mermaid? She says, so Deb and Adelaide, good evening to you both. I feel
I have to have my beats for this one, guys, because this is Beyonce. I told him I did not want to come for his whole life on this show about Beyonce, but he was adamant. So let's
go. I agree with Jay-Z. I would agree with Beyonce. I agree with Jay-Z. But I feel like people are not hearing the words.
Okay.
So I definitely get the confusion. And I get why people are trying to choose sides and figure out what's going on. But what he said to me, my own personal opinion, me and D, I feel like what he said is real. Taria said, I do not get the comparison. They are two different eras. That's why he said she is the evolution.
I mean, she's not.
Listen to the word that he said. The word is evolution.
I mean, I get that she's made a huge staple in our era. You know what I mean? She's coming in from late 80s, early 1900s, not early 1900s, but late 80s, late 1900s. And, he's coming in from like an era where there was still segregation. There was still, Black people had it hard to get into the entertainment, let alone be able to keep their music. If it's not whitewashed, I mean, think about it. How many Michael Jackson songs do you know that got whitewashed? We don't know too many. I'm not saying that Beyonce did get whitewashed with her music, but I'm just saying he came up in an era where white people were trying to take credit for Black people's music, redoing it. He was in a family setting. He didn't have to deal with a whole bunch of moms, just a mom and a dad and his brothers. And that was tough, coming from Gary, Indiana, going all the way out to LA and just becoming this instant star, it's just crazy. And I don't think that they should compare Michael Jackson. For one, he's not here to defend himself.
Well, okay. So let's start there. He's not comparing them. He's saying this is she's the evolution. So you've played Pokemon, right? Let's talk about Eevee. Eevee starts off as Eevee, and then Eevee has different evolutions.
Right.
So of course, when Michael Jackson came out, I mean, he is the blueprint. You know what I mean? If it stopped at the blueprint, then his work it wouldn't make any sense if nobody ever carried the torch. So I feel like what he's saying is that the work that Michael Jackson did is now being carried on by Beyonce. I don't think that there's an artist that we can compare his music to or his work ethics to. And shout out to both of them because, they're both Virgos. But the reason why they're saying, okay, so literally today, I've never studied so much for a live before in my life.
Because they was going to come. Michael Jackson.
I haven't.
Is a household name for generations and generations.
Yeah. And there's actually a lot of different articles comparing them to, not comparing them, but kind of meshing them together. And I guess kind of showing why Jay-Z could be saying what he's saying.
Okay.
And a lot of it is that, when Michael Jackson did Thriller, music videos were not a big thing. They were actually like a promotional thing.
Okay.
Michael Jackson actually set the tone for all music artists to make music videos, to make that like a prime thing. So, if you think about Thriller, like Thriller was really like Beyonce's, let's say that there's Thriller, right? Now Beyonce does like visual albums, right?
Mhm.
So like it's literally it's evolved from a visual, like a song from an album. It's like a visual album. So when he's saying this, like I understand what he's saying because it's like she's taking the torch and she's running with it. You know what I'm saying? She's giving. Let's not let his dream die, I guess, for me. Because Thriller was so big, and what was other? Remember the time too. That was a big video as well. Michael Jackson started that.
I mean, so, Michael Jackson started before TV was really popular. He was on radio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this is back in like Motown era. Like he did not physically say, "Here you go, Beyonce. Here's the torch. Continue on with my legacy." She's not dedicating anything to Michael Jackson, nor Prince. That's a good one too. No one's saying that they're the evolution of Prince. All I'm saying is that I don't think he should have compared Michael Jackson. For one, Michael Jackson was able to do something from, you know what I mean, from that era. But two, he was able to make an impact over the world over the years. I mean, he did for her along with other artists that came in. I mean, that's like Whitney Houston carried the torch over to Brandy, right?
Did she?
But she brought her under as like her understudy. She really worked with her, and obviously with Monica too. But what I'm trying to say is that Michael Jackson had nothing to do with Beyonce. I mean, he was still a fan.
But Michael Jackson had a lot of respect for Beyonce as well.
I'm not saying he didn't have respect, but he didn't hand over that torch. Is what I'm trying to tell you. So
he didn't. I mean, how could he?
And that's the whole point of this. How could he? No one was on that level with him, or can
No, I'm not saying in the way you're saying it.
I got it.
I wasn't saying the way you're saying it. How could he? I mean, he unexpectedly passed away. There's no way he could have done that. But he respected Beyonce's what she did. Just like Tina Turner has, Prince did. They all have, like Tina Turner. They all have done that.
Why couldn't you compare her to Tina Turner? She did some amazing things in her career.
Because her career is not like Tina Turner's career.
But she's still a female in pop R&B. I mean, you want to compare yourself to a man.
It's not about the sex of the person. It's about the career of the person. Beyonce and Michael Jackson's career are very similar. The way they got there. The way they got there.
I'm sorry. I feel like even though it's hard for anyone to get into the artistry, it was easier for her. She had a lot of outlets to be able to get her out there. Mind you, she had to do the work. Don't think I'm saying that she didn't. But she did not face the same adversity that Michael Jackson had to go through.
It was different times, though.
Exactly my point. So you can't compare apples to oranges.
So what did you want to go back into the same time that he was in and then fight the same battles?
I would say that
there would be no evolution. They would be doing the same thing. There would be no evolution.
Respect on Michael Jackson's name, and I'm not saying comparing Beyonce is disrespectful, but you're not giving him his full flowers. Like this man,
Beyonce always puts respect on his name.
Which is why he said that she would get upset with me about this because she probably don't even agree.
But as a person who watches her, as a person who was a fan of hers, as a person who just understands her artistry, her hard work. And also, I just think it's the Virgo in both of them. But I think that what he's saying, I think people are trying to compare the fact of their careers, and that's not what it is. What Jay-Z is saying is that the legacy that he had built, she's carrying it on because now that he's not here, or maybe even because he wasn't making music that much anymore, or whatever the reason, she's the closest thing to Michael Jackson.
No, she's not.
And she's also doing it in a totally different way. If you look at let's read some of the comments first because I don't want to get lost in all this. Delcinia says, I get what he was saying. Evolution, the process by which different kinds of living organisms are. Wait, I'm lost. Because one of my contacts is.
I'll read it. I get what he's saying. Evolution, the process by which different kinds of living organisms are thought to have developed and diversified from earlier forms during the history of the earth.
Right.
I get that.
Okay, well, that's the same one. She needs to be compared to Tina Turner or somebody like that, not MJ.
Yes, I
Her,
agree.
but her. Let's finish reading them. Evolutionary, relating to the gradual development of something. Absolutely. Queen Mermaid says that's his wife. He has to say that she's a great performer, but what she has done that's trend setting. Didn't Nipsey start the digital album?
So I get what she's saying because
Okay, go ahead. You tell me.
I get what she's saying because she's saying, if you go back to the statement so we all can be on the same page,
We're
is
talking
that
about Nipsey Hussle.
yeah,
Nipsey.
like Nipsey, I feel like it's okay to have people out in the world compare Nipsey to Tupac, but Nipsey would never say or have anyone else around his camp say, I'm the evolution of Tupac. Now, maybe his message, because they're both from around the same area, they're both, repping the streets. I don't feel like Beyonce and Michael Jackson a comparison is the same. I mean, first of all, she didn't grow up with a family type situation in music. She grew up with other women, with other moms and other dads to deal with people scheduling. She
But
didn't,
who Beyonce did?
yeah, she was in a group setting, but it wasn't with family where you had to deal with who you had to work with at home. And knowing that you're the Beyonce of the group, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Okay, we can go down that rabbit hole.
Because the thing is this. Does it really matter if they were really like blood family or they were like a family? These girls lived in these people's houses.
And that's why
they were there just like Joe Jackson. These girls work hard like the Jacksons did. Just because Joe Jackson and what's the mom's name? Catherine.
No,
is her name Catherine? I forgot what her name is. But just because they didn't birth the kids, that doesn't change the fact that the pathway wasn't the same.
It does, because when it comes to a mother and a father being able to make deals for their children is a lot better.
They still went through the same sacrifices for the group.
I understand, but the parents for these other children may feel like, oh, this is this and this is that. I would like to have this. My daughter's doing this, or my daughter is my son. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like you had to deal with other people's parents.
Young Rich Skinny said, to answer your question, yes, Beyonce and Keely Williams are the generations Michael Jackson, and not up for debate. End of convo. She's the one. She's trash. R&B. Anthony Collins, that was one of your people. Because we don't do disrespect like that over here. Because he is disrespectful.
Who is disrespectful? Oh,
right. She's talking about me probably. She is not Reginald. This must be from your channel too, your page too. Young Ray Skinny said Michael Jackson and Beyonce are the standards of being a performer, and Whitney Houston is the standard of being a vocalist. I so agree with that. Okay. That's a lie. No, she is not. No, she is not. This is from your page again. Then who is, if she isn't? Young Rich is asking. I will let
nobody leave him in his own league.
So Michael Jackson's legacy just dies when he dies.
His legacy lives on through his music, not through Beyonce's.
No, somebody has to carry. Like if that's true, then we won't have any. Then pop music for Black people cuts off.
She just moves on into a new era of pop.
No, she carries the torch.
No, she doesn't. She creates new torches.
Next thing to Michael Jackson. Reginald, I would like to know who is. Please don't say Mariah Carey. No way. They're from the same time. Oh no, Michael Jackson is a legend, and no one can't be him. No one is saying that Beyonce is Michael Jackson. This is what I'm saying. This is where words come into play. When they're saying this is the evolution, that does not say that she's Michael Jackson. And that's not what this is saying. What it's saying is after Michael Jackson, who carries the torch after that? No one comes closer to him to him than Beyonce.
I mean, he's a male
Uh,
R&B.
Teresa says, "I love you so, Dad, but I respectfully disagree. I agree with beautiful young lady. Her name is Monale. MJ changed the way the music industry was viewed. Be like others use his platform. She just got a better benefits than others."
I would have been respect. I would have.
We'll talk about that in a minute. It's
Okay.
apples and oranges. It's not apples and oranges. I'm gonna get to some of these. Wait. How many? I gotta remember how many it is first. Mariah with the same page as Michael. I don't put Mariah and Michael on the same page. The singer says, Monale, I respect and appreciate your opinion. It's all love, but the meaning of evolutionary is relating to the gradual development of something. No comparison is being made. Thank you. My thoughts, hugs. Okay, so let me. I was trying to do this. So the definition of evolve is, what Delsine just said is, develop gradually, especially from a simple to a more complex form. Now,
but Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna tell you
about Michael Jackson, and I'm
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why that makes. Let me tell you why that makes sense. Let me tell you why that makes sense. Give me a second. Let me tell you why it makes sense. So a lot of people in the comments were saying, Michael Jackson didn't need a whole team. He didn't need to host 100 people on a stage. He didn't need this. What Beyonce is doing now is she's adapting to the times. Now, where I would put Mariah Carey at is she's done the same thing. Mariah Carey is not still singing ballads. She's doing touch my body, boop, boop, boop. She's not singing ballads anymore. So she's adapted to the times. Michael Jackson did it as well. But performance-wise, he didn't do that. So what I feel like Jay-Z is saying is that as a package, she's evolving Michael Jackson's idea of what it is to be a performer. And she has done. I mean, if you've been to one of her concerts, you definitely understand that.
Why didn't we compare Usher to that, who got a lot of his inspiration from Michael Jackson? All I'm saying is
Usher cannot do what Beyonce or Michael Jackson has done.
Usher is incredible. He has done incredible work.
To you. But he cannot do what Michael Jackson or Beyonce is doing at all. Rihanna can do it before he can do it.
Let me tell you.
Young Rich said most didn't know Nipsey Hussle until he died, and that's very true. There's no shade.
I knew him before that.
He said most people, and that's very true. I mean, she said number of people, and that's very true. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. She more like Diana Ross. I don't think so. Beyonce created a dynasty with her family. V. Harker said, Deb, you are off. No way. Okay. Beyonce surpassed Diana and Tina Turner. Absolutely, Young Rich. No, I don't know what that's about. I'm trying to get through the comments real quick. Denise said, I'm sorry, Beyonce catalog is shit compared to Mike's. She's not doing a job of carrying his legacy because her music is basic. Mike's records stood out then and now. Now, let me see. I mean,
I don't agree with her music. She has incredible music. I think
does.
Great where she's going with her music. And she is the evolution of Destiny's Child. Let's be clear.
I'm not going to get to all these comments, but I do want to say this. I know this is going to be a tough conversation, especially for me. I knew this already. When Michael Jackson came out, what Beyonce has access to, he didn't have access to at all. So he fought his way and made his own way because Black people, period, didn't have a way for that.
Correct.
So you can't put that backpack on Beyonce and be like, well, she didn't do, because she didn't have to do.
Right.
And she's always credited Michael Jackson for that. I think every artist that's been on this earth that's Black has done that. So I don't think that Jay-Z was comparing that at all.
But
what he's saying is that what he said, and this is the thing, and I'm going to compare this to Black Panther too, because Chadwick, he died.
Yeah.
They're trying to cut Black Panther out altogether. Now we may not ever get another Black Panther movie.
They shouldn't do that.
They should not make another Black Panther movie.
No, they should not cut Black Panther out, because just like what happened if they would have cut Spider-Man or Superman?
But the same way you feel about that is the same thing that you're saying about this whole situation. Yes, because there's no one that is an artist that is coming close to what Michael Jackson has done outside
But
of
we're
Beyonce.
not in the
Her
Michael
music,
Jackson era.
listen, because I was reading all day. So I will say this. A lot of stuff that I read today, it did make sense why people don't believe this. One, because they were saying that, you know, Beyonce doesn't have like no signature like dance move or anything. Like we know he does the moonwalk. We know he does the grab the crotch thing. He does a little leg kick. Like Beyonce doesn't have that. I agree.
Hairstyles.
But what she did do was she took the mold and she made it into her own, because I feel like as an artist, you don't want to take your mentor's full thing and then like just recreate it. But what you do is you take the things that work for you and make it your own. And so what they were talking about was like her uniform she uses for her performances. So like if you look at her performances, a lot of them are like Michael Jackson's. When she did the Super Bowl, like she had his that black leather with the gold thing. Yeah. So I think that, you know, again, I don't want to lose the fact of Michael Jackson is the mold, right? I get that. But
Michael Jackson is the inspiration. The
he's
mold,
the mold, like he's the foundation.
The mold would be somebody taking that, duplicating it, doing what he did, doing very, very similar to his music. Hi, Andrew. And taking that to the next level. I get that. And on top of that, being blessed by that person. It's one thing to say, hey, I am as good as Lala Anthony. You know what I mean? But it's another thing hearing it from Lala, like Monalay is the next Lala. You know what I mean? And then people can agree with that. But he knew he was going to stir up something, because he even stated, Jay-Z, I'm talking about, that she would be upset with him for saying this, because the thing is that you're stirring up issues that doesn't need to be compared. No matter what, people are going to think he's comparing. No matter what, just like we said yesterday, how Megan Good's husband, soon to be ex-husband, is a pastor. They talked about it all day, him being a pastor, and we know good darn well he ain't no pastor. The point is people are going to take stuff and run with it, and he should have been more careful. He should have said she is inspired by him, and she's taking what he did to the next level. I could accept that.
Andrew Gabor said, "Hey, hey, Dave, hey, Monalay, I love B, but she's no Michael. She's no Michael at all. Beyonce isn't even the biggest artist of our time compared to Rihanna and Adele. Her album sales and numbers, number ones don't compare. I'm not comparing. I don't think that the comparison was about any of that.
Right.
The comparison was about the artist."
Comparison was about.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put you here real quick because I gotta turn this heat off.
Okay. So I feel as though, guys, that she's an amazing artist. She's done an incredible job in our era. But how I feel about putting her next to Michael Jackson, as if this was something everybody has been talking, and so now it's great to say she's the evolution of Michael Jackson. To me, I feel like it's an insult.
I just feel like
let's ask Joe. I would like to know Joe's thoughts on this.
I just feel like, one, she has a different struggle than he has had.
Female.
Two, huh?
She's a female in the industry.
Yes. So she's not going. She can't be the epitome of what you guys are saying. There's no man that's coming close to it, though.
So do you agree he probably worded it wrong?
No, I agree with what he said.
You agree that she's the evolution,
because she has been breaking barriers, whether it's not in
civil
rights movements. What?
She's not the only one breaking barriers,
but she's the only one in parallel to Michael Jackson, though. Rihanna may have number one hits, but what did she like? She had to do Samsung deals, and like it wasn't. Beyonce hasn't been doing all this stuff. She's been releasing music and working her, like their work ethics are the same.
They're not the same, because he went through a different struggle. So his work ethic.
No, I don't know about his struggle. I'm saying their work ethics.
And where she got her stardom, he was already a star. He was beyond.
I'm not okay. See, this is what I'm saying. See, this is why I'm saying you're not using your ears.
All right.
You're not using your ears. That's not what I'm saying. She's not born the same day he was born. They didn't come out at the same time. She came out after him. She said that multiple times. She's definitely, credit him for her career. She's definitely grabbed things from his career. And I know I'm missing so many comments, guys. I'm sorry, it's moving so fast. Denise said, correct, she's not a bad artist, but what was the last classic record Beyonce put out? If you're the marquee artist of era, your music needs to be iconic and timeless. Sorry, I'm not hearing that.
That's true. We're not discussing if her music has, you know what I mean? Like, I know she's won a lot of awards for the Lemonade album, but he's won a lot of awards for a lot of his albums.
But as a woman, she's not
the only woman who made Breaking Barriers either.
But she's one of the number one.
Diana Ross with the Supremes. She came in through a group and she branched off and she did incredible, to the point where Little Michael was definitely a huge fan of hers, but he's not going to say I'm the evolution of Diana Ross
because they're two different artists.
Exactly my point.
She's not even pop music.
She has done pop before.
She did, but I mean, baby love, baby love. Like, no, we're not doing that. That's not Beyonce and Michael Jackson ain't doing that.
I mean, I do understand what you're saying, and this is why I said maybe the wording need to be flipped.
I'm not saying evolution, but she is on the same level. I'm not almost higher. She already the most Grammys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like people give her a harder time because one, she's a woman. Two, because they're saying Michael Jackson's name. But honestly, it's just like, so Michael Jackson's gone. He's had his career, and then that's it. So everybody just stopped doing. I mean, her career is like definitely driven from his.
I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not.
I'm not saying that she has the hits that Michael Jackson has. I'm not saying that she's bigger than him now. She's surpassed him. What I'm saying is that what Jay-Z is saying, that this is the evolution. This is what it looks like now. It's not what it looked like when Michael Jackson was here. This is the evolution. People are not buying albums anymore because they don't even sell albums like that. They don't sell CDs or tapes or 8-tracks. There's a different platform for everything now.
So let's see what some of the comments are, because I know we have a lot going on.
There's so many coming through. I can't even read them all.
I can help you.
Her accomplishments are up. Her accomplishments are up there with MJ. That's what V. Hargett said. But she's not the evolution of him.
I agree with you, Prosperity.
Prosperity, the girl saying that. Okay. Beyonce is amazing entertainer. By MJ but MJ is the king. Nobody's not saying that he's not.
But you do say that when you say she's evolution, like she's topped him and moving on.
Evolution does not mean that she took over him. It means that she's transformed what he started off as. Then she's transformed into a different set of music. Like, she's transformed what he's doing to something bigger.
No, she didn't transform.
Yeah, if Michael Jackson would have started on Beyonce's stuff, so let me ask you this. If Michael Jackson would have came out the same day that Beyonce came out, he would have surpassed her?
Definitely.
Barely.
Let me tell you why. Because they weren't accepting women artists on that level like that. So she wouldn't even gotten close. There were some amazing singers, and no offense to Beyonce, she is not the best singer in the world. She's a great entertainer, a great singer, but she is not the best singer. There are people that are way beyond her in singing, and they still didn't get that opportunity back then when he was coming in. It was hard pressed for a female to get on the level Michael Jackson was on. So
it was hard for Michael Jackson to get on the level that Michael Jackson was on because no one had done it.
And no one will do it because only Michael.
No black person had ever done anything like that because it hadn't happened. Michael Jackson paved that entire way.
So I get
so
that.
when people are saying evolution, like, it's not that she's taking over what he did or she's bigger or she's better than him. It's saying that she's basically carrying the torch on at this point because
And
he's
say
not doing it anymore. He can't.
Just say
There's
that.
no more Michael Jackson.
When you throw in evolution, you mean that you have been on the same level as that person and you're evolving.
So
from
Michael
that.
Jackson's just gonna stay forever.
Yes, just like nobody could ever take away what Chad Boseman
I don't know
did.
the last time I went to the club and I've heard Michael
Get
Jackson.
another Black
I don't know
Panther.
the last time I listened to the radio they was playing Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's not staying forever. Yes, at talent shows they are playing Michael Jackson. Yes, people who love Michael Jackson from that time, but I can guarantee you, there are like Michael Jackson music. It changed things. I agree, but someone has to like. There's another person that comes along that comes close to that.
I mean, there's someone else that comes along that moves forward in the new era of music. And that's like the evolution of hip hop to rap. We can't sit here and say, you know what I mean, somebody that was in the 1980s can be compared as a rap artist to the rap artist today. There is no comparison to the crap we're listening to today that would never pass and be on a record, let alone be signed to a record back in the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s. The music that we hear now is nothing like the music we heard even in the 90s. So right now they're accepting Beyonce.
But can you play the music you played back then now and they gonna listen to it?
Say what?
Can you play the music they're playing back now and it's gonna sell today?
The music that's playing today
the
is not
music that was let's look at all the artists that came out, like the Whitney Houstons and the Deborah Cox and the Tony Braxtons. If they came out today,
right?
Are people buying that music? No. Nobody wants to hear people singing ballads. They don't want to hear no slow music. They don't want to hear it.
Why? Let me tell you why. Because the music has evolved.
They cannot come out as new artists today. They cannot.
The music has evolved from what we were used to. What they were.
The music has done what?
The music has evolved.
Okay, there we go. So then we're on our way. We're on our way.
Yes, we're on our way to a similar path, a parallel path. Let's see what people have to say here.
Yes, we want 390s music today. You want it, thick girl.
Our era do.
But will it sell in today's society? Would that music sell
now?
If Michael Jackson, if there was a different Michael Jackson and he came out today, or let's say he came out when Beyonce came out, and there's streaming services, nobody's watching music videos.
His music would be better. I think his music would be better because you would have better producers.
Not at all.
Have better technology for the beats. I mean, the bass would be dope. You know what I mean? And then they would be able to chop and screw him up to the point where when he did a live, they would be blown away.
You're thinking because you already know Michael Jackson.
And that's the point that I'm trying to
say. If it wasn't if there was no Michael Jackson until today, nobody's listening to that.
There are people that are listening to him to this day.
But it's not making moves though.
And there are people that are chopping and screwing old songs from the 90s and they're putting them into their songs.
Chopping and screwing that means they're sampling some old people's music. But Michael Jackson would not. But what I'm saying is, Michael Jackson would not be he wouldn't be an old artist. So they'd be chopping and screwing somebody else's music. They would not sell because people are not listening to that. People are like people are saying they want to hear an old Beyonce Dangerously in Love. That would not sell in 2021.
Do you think what Beyonce and
not at all.
Destiny's Child did in the 90s would sell today?
People will pay it.
Do you think they would sell today?
Say it again.
Do you think Destiny's Child music would sell today?
No. If they were singing, no one wants to hear it.
Okay, let's see what.
I mean, do you see any girl groups out now?
We're gonna see what the people are saying.
Do you see any girl groups out now? Better technology today. Beyonce only influences female and gay male audiences, while Michael Jackson inspired everyone from different age groups, different races, etc. Beyonce has yet to reach that level.
I appreciate that, Tracy.
He's also like 10 years older than her. She still has like a while to go.
Older than her.
Huh?
He's way older than her. He's not 10 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, you can't just count her out already. So then what you be listening to, they always playing 90s artists. And no, I'm saying if they made this music, I mean, just think about this. What's some groups that just remake SWV? They just made a new album, right?
Okay.
Did they platinum sell it out? No.
That's because
Escape.
they're not in their era. They're not in
No,
their
but I'm
era.
saying, but they're making music again. Nobody's buying it.
Anything for Escape,
Nobody's buying it.
great, but they're not.
Escape is one of the biggest female selling groups. They make new music. Nobody's listening to it.
But we're not
The
talking
way that they were singing back then, but that's what I'm saying. Beyonce has rolled the trend. Mariah Carey has done the same thing.
Let me give you an example. We just talked about how Aaliyah is coming back with The Weeknd. People will take a single artist and they will dub their music from the 90s and they will redo it. Michael Jackson has that influence. He has it. Now, I can't say much. Do you hear anybody?
Had it because of back then. I'm saying if he started. I'm saying if he started now, though.
Do you hear anybody taking Beyonce songs right now and making them a top?
She's not old enough for that.
Exactly my point.
Actually, yes.
She's not old enough.
Actually, yes. Actually, yes.
Mainstream?
Yes, they have sampled Say My Name. They have sampled
that was from a group, her individually. That was from a group. We're not talking about.
She's not old enough for that yet.
So exactly my point. She's not even old enough to even be sampled. So why would she be old enough to be considered the evolution when she still has so much work to do in her lane? She's in her own lane. I would appreciate it if he said she's highly inspired by Michael Jackson and that she's taking what he put out there and she's taking it to a new level in 2021. I would get that. I would be like, okay. I know, honey. I told you I didn't want to come for your whole life today on this.
I mean, you're not comfortable. Like you're not even listening. So
I'm not even the only one saying this.
If they made music now, like Destiny's Child used to sing, I would buy it for sure. But Miss Reed, I know you would buy it. You and probably like a few other people. But
I don't think
this generation of people, this generation of people are not listening to Destiny's Child music right now. Hey, little boss lady.
Hi.
Because they will get stuck, they will get struck down. You know, you can't touch Beyonce songs. They will be up.
Well, we clearly know where young, rich, skinny guy is coming from. He's totally for that.
So they'll get here when it comes to Brie. Yes, to Brie, not B. No, what I'm saying is this, because y'all frustrating me. We're going all over the place. But honestly, because we're talking about someone who started a whole era,
right? And
you're saying, you know, because his music is gone, it's just done. Like no one can carry that torch. No one can be like it can happen. Even Aretha Franklin said that Fantasia can carry her torch. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It doesn't make sense for Michael Jackson to be like, I mean, y'all just be like that when he has that minute on his mouth. He loves her. Thank you, Sincere, cracking up 86 for the super chat. MJ got go. Beyonce could never compare to. Pay for that one too. What's going on?
Go run it back one more. Let me say it. Run it back. Run it back. Come on, we got a super chat. Let me run it back. Run it back for me.
No, we're not gonna run
it. Come on. MJ's the GOAT. Beyonce could never compare to him, in our opinion. Thank you so much, Sincere, cracking up 86. I appreciate you. Tommy? What's Tommy on here? What's up, Tommy?
What is the question? I forgot what it is now.
It really wasn't a question. It was a statement.
It wasn't even a question. It was a statement. It was
just a question. So we could have done it.
It was a statement that Jay-Z made. Pull it back up.
Let's Jay-Z try to do a poll.
Jay-Z said, "Hold on, wait. Let me say it." Jay-Z says Beyonce is an evolution of Michael Jackson. He never had a Coachella. That's what we're talking about. Michael Jackson was the whole package.
She never had a bad war tour. You know what I'm saying? Like she's never been one of the top 10, attended all-time tours.
So Beyonce hasn't?
Yeah, she's not even on the list. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. We can start with just we'll start with Guitar Lobby. She doesn't even make the top list out of the top 10, but guess who does? And we've gone all the way up. I think they stopped at 2017. Guess who does? Michael Jackson, not once but twice. I don't see Beyonce in this list. And this is the list of the largest concerts of all time. And that's through, like I said, Guitar Lobby. Her biggest crowd that she had was for the Formation tour. It did have 2.4 million attending that, which is really great. But even in Wikipedia, the list of the highest attending concerts, she's not listed here either. But guess who is? Michael Jackson, not one, not two, but 3 times. And 2 of them, he was listed for the same tour. And that was back in 1996.
So if he's looking for the same tour, then that's
meaning that even on the same tour, he was able to make top 10, or he made the top in the history for the same tour twice. That says a lot. That says a lot about him. What's the other one? There was another one from, I got that information here. So there's another one from Radio X, co.uk. And it was the 10 biggest gigs in history. And there's no Beyonce. Let's see here. The demand for the Wembley tour for his his story tour. He did 7 sold out shows, and the request and the demand could fill the stadium 20 times. So all I'm saying
but he's from a different time. You're talking about 2 different eras. Let me read these. Pink Dynamite, thank you for the super chat. Michael Jackson was the whole package from the first note to the last. So Beyonce. Dustin Butler said, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you forever now. I love your channel. Thank you so much, Dustin. Sincere Crackling says, MJ greatest world. Beyonce never had a Wembley Stadium. She has been to the Wembley Stadium.
But she definitely didn't have the demand that Michael Jackson did. And for him to pass that tour over, she would need that tour.
Beyonce couldn't even sell out the horseshoes. See what I'm saying? We can't do this. We can't do this. We can't do this. We can't do this.
Praise.
Beyonce did Wembley. I think that's one of her DVDs. Prosperity the girl says, so debonair Beyonce ain't got nobody passing out at this point. Yes, she does. That's not true. At the side of her, yes, she does. That's not true.
But what really bothers me is that
any of her concerts, unless there is no air conditioning.
What really bothers me is that he said that Michael Jackson didn't have a Coachella. First of all, Coachella just got on the map like 6-7 years ago. So for him to even compare something that's not
why he said an evolution. That's why he said an evolution. Y'all missing it. Like you're more compared. Comparing. You guys are comparing their careers versus what he's saying.
That's exactly what we're
comparing. He's not comparing their career. Please stop.
He is.
Listen, he's not comparing the careers. He's saying this is evolution. And I'm going to take it back to the damn Pokemon for a minute. Eevee stops at Eevee. Eevee was an Eevee on Pokemon. When the evolutions happen, Eevee is no longer a thing. Like, it doesn't happen. He's saying that when things change over, it's Beyonce.
Okay.
There's no more Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is not a factor when it comes to her because he's no longer there. Michael Jackson's statement is made. We know who Michael Jackson is. He's that.
Listen, as reported by Revolt, Jay-Z suggested that both artists are on the same level, calling Beyonce an evolution. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand.
What are they saying? I'm sorry to hear you.
It's as reported by Revolt, and this is on BuzzFeed, and it's saying as reported by Revolt is that Jay-Z suggested that both artists are on the same level by calling Beyonce an evolution of the 80s or of an 80s R&B artist. Come on.
That's not what he said. That's how people are taking it. Even having conversation with y'all.
And even he said Bay's gonna be
Monolith, please stop. Even talking to y'all. Like, this is not even what he said. He said it's the evolution. That's not a comparison.
He's suggesting.
No, it's not. It's not suggesting. It's saying that it grew. That's all it's saying.
Grew from what? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
To a new era.
She's in a new era.
It's not discrediting Michael Jackson at all. It's not saying. No, it's not. That's not what evolution means.
Because what you said was Evie is just Evie.
Because it is.
From Evie. So you're saying Michael Jackson is just Michael Jackson.
You know why I'm saying that?
Next evolution would be.
Do you know why I'm saying that? Do you know why I'm saying that?
Why?
because without Evie, you can't evolve.
But that would require her to be an Evie. She's not a
No, it would not. That's okay. You frustrated me for
all right. I'm sorry. I'm a really bad
because it's not a comparison. It's not.
But that's what the world is thinking, and
because that's what the world thinks. I don't want to get into the world thing.
The world is the reason why she's Queen Bey. Like, she's the only reason she's the Queen Bee because of the world. So you better listen to the world.
The world be thinking a lot of things that ain't damn true. The world thinks we shouldn't get COVID shots, and we still get around getting sick and dying.
I don't think she should be in this.
Thank you, Sincere Crackling, for the super chat. MJ paved the way. No compare. I just see what I'm saying. I just said that. It's not saying that Michael Jackson didn't do anything. It's not saying that she's better than him. It's just saying that the music has evolved. That's it. His work ethic has evolved.
And then for him to say, find me a concert.
Michael Jackson worked way harder. He had to. He didn't have a choice. Beyonce has the opportunity to work with many of people that Michael Jackson probably didn't have an opportunity to work with.
But you know what? Let me reel it back on another level. We are getting all worked up over a man who sleeps with her, who's married to her. So he's definitely going to throw her out there.
Thank you, Delsina. Delsina says evolution is defined as the process of growth and development, or the theory of that organism have grown and developed from past organisms. An example of evolution is how a cell phone has changed over time. Y'all not still using Nokias and saying, well, iPhone can't F with that because Nokia started it. iPhone can't mess with Nokia. We're not like y'all. It's really because Beyonce.
First of all, I don't.
People hate to hear this name so bad.
I don't like
him saying that does not discredit Michael Jackson.
It's okay. I'm not going to get offended over his opinion because he's the one that even
you're taking what he said in a totally different way.
I'm not the only one who has. So it's not just my opinion.
Who is the evolution?
He needs to worry about who's the evolution of him. That's what he needs to focus on.
I think that there's Kendrick Lamar's out there. What is it? I'm not a real big rap person.
I'm the evolution of Jay-Z. That's all I'm saying.
What'd you say?
I said you'll never catch a Kendrick say he's the evolution of Jay-Z.
He's the person who when they want to hear some real rap music, they're gonna listen to. He got dragged because people misinterpreted what he said.
No, he said exactly what he meant to say.
No, he did say that. He meant that. What he said was true.
Coming from a man
misinterpreting it.
Make billions and billions of dollars. Yeah. Of course. Thank you. I thought I represent the state.
Yeah, J. Cole. That's what I was thinking of, Delsina.
Oh, okay.
J. Cole.
Maybe.
Evolution of Jay-Z. I mean, there's people, I'm not a big rap person. I literally just said this. But yeah, I mean, nothing that he said was taken away from Michael Jackson. As soon as people heard Michael Jackson, and this happens all the time, you're like, oh, she's not better than him. And no one ever says that.
Okay, but in his statement, though, when he mentions find me a concert that is culturally relevant and thrilling as Coachella, Beyonce is going to be one of the biggest singers we've ever heard because and that is his opinion.
She still has time.
We are all alive.
Well, I mean, as a singer, I mean, she could be.
We will never know until.
Michael Jackson wasn't busting out songs like that, like singing wise, when at the end of his career. And she's definitely had a healthier lifestyle.
Is she at the end of her career?
She's definitely had a healthier lifestyle.
And she's definitely had a better lifestyle coming from.
She hasn't had all the scandals either.
Exactly, not yet, because she keeps herself private from people like who paved the way, like Michael Jackson. See, he was for the people. She hides from the people.
Thank you, my big sis speaks, for interrupting this. This is disturbing. LOL. Michael
a
league of his own. Jay-Z is biased. Beyonce was created. Michael was a force. Evolution into Beyonce. What the heck? Sorry, B. Those were singers. No shade. Michael was created too by Joe Jackson.
No comparison. Listen, no comparison.
Beyonce is 40, most checked out before them. Thank you. Sincere, thank you again. MJ icon, Beyonce still got a lot of work. She's still young.
So stop saying she's evolution. Let her.
So then Michael Jackson's career is done. He's just done.
His career is gonna.
Yes, it's cut him off. His music is over. He's trash now. He doesn't grow. His music doesn't grow. Everybody who said that they inspired by him, no, you're not inspired by Michael Jackson. Everybody who's inspired by Michael Jackson, you cannot be inspired by Michael Jackson. You cannot take the bold and grow from that. It's just done.
Okay, so let me. Woo.
It's confusing because nobody's using their ears. They're all offended by Michael Jackson's name being used instead of listening to the actual conversation, Miss Ree. Say it again, girlfriend. Beyonce doesn't give the public no play. She doesn't do interviews. Michael Jackson didn't either. I'm sorry, but that weird, and she's as famous as she is. Michael Jackson didn't do interviews like that either.
Definitely did interviews.
Fighting words. Beyonce was created without being able to sing that well. Cut her from the group. Well, Michael Jackson stopped singing after he got out that group. So I've been to MJ and Beyonce concerts. Both were life-changing. MJ's concert was a movement. LOL. It doesn't grow, but it'll always be the blueprint of music. Well, it can't be the blueprint if it has to stop because nobody can grow from it. And that's what evolution is. It's growth. She just read the definition to y'all.
I heard what her definition is from a science.
That's what the definition. It's not her definition. It's the definition.
Let's do evolution in music. Let's do that. Let's do definition of evolution in music.
You're lying if you said Beyonce can't sing. I'm not even arguing that, Young Rich. I can't.
I don't think she can't sing. I never said she can't sing. I don't think that
I will not sit here and be.
She's not the best singer in the world, and I'm sure she would probably say it too.
She's the better singer than almost.
She ain't better than Adele. She ain't better than Whitney Houston. She ain't better than who else? Aretha Franklin. There are a lot of great singers.
Those are soul singers. She's a pop singer. Everyone is comparing a person or a body of work to another person and their body of work. Some don't like one or the other. Thank you. That's not what the comment states. Thank you. It's not a tit for tat comparison. Thank you.
Well, then he should have been careful with it.
She can out sing out there. She can. I believe that as well. I'm not going to say she can't sing. The girl can sing. There, I got you, Justin. The Jackson 5 was something special too. Yeah, when Michael Jackson left, so did that voice. She could be the evolution of Diana Ross. No, she sang way better than Diana Ross.
That's the second person who said that.
It's the same person that said it twice.
Okay, it's the second time.
She can out-sing Kiki Wyatt as Young Rich. I was with you.
You got people out here saying crazy
stuff. Wait.
What?
Oh no, I blocked the right person. Okay. I'm trying to block these trolls, and I thought I blocked the wrong person. Y'all done. Kiki Wyatt tried to. Oh, that is true, Young Rich. Now I will say that that is very true.
Okay. So yeah, that's
very true.
It was a mess. I feel so bad.
Evolution of Tina Turner, maybe. No, she wasn't a pop singer.
She was a pop.
Tina Turner was?
Tina Turner was pop.
I thought she was like supposed to be like rock and roll.
Rolling. That ain't no soul, nothing.
I thought it was like rock and roll.
She's totally pop.
I don't understand why it's okay for them to compare Beyonce to Diana Ross and Tina Turner, but I don't either.
Because she's a female pop artist.
She can't be compared to a male. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, I feel like she should be compared to a female who had to go through things as a female.
Because women cannot be compared to men. Yes,
because
if you're going to a lot of singers.
Evolution.
I believe you. Thank y'all for coming through in the clutch because I was getting hammered in here. I never said she cannot sing. She has a nice voice for what she does. I love Beyonce, but Jay-Z's words kind of left things for debate. I think y'all guys need to understand what the word evolution means. She surpassed Tina Turner, though.
I do agree with that.
Tina Turner was a rock and soul. That's what I thought.
Which
Or
is
please know your music. That's what I thought.
In this era is pop, honey. Rock and soul.
But she classifies herself as rock and soul.
Okay.
She does.
But she still was labeled under pop. If you would look genre, you would not see her under rock. You would see her under pop or R&B.
That's because the white folks didn't want her to.
And white folks tend to be making all of the decisions, huh? Including the one Jay-Z did when he said what he said.
Say that again?
Never mind.
But that's how you know who's the biggest Michael impact. It's still high as hell.
Oh my God. Alcohol. Is there still a lot of more comments?
Yeah, I would say if anyone should have been compared to MJ as far as evolution, it should have been a male singer, maybe Chris Brown. His career is nowhere near his, though.
But first of all, Chris Brown has a huge library of music.
I mean, maybe scandal-wise.
But I do understand where Miss Ray is coming from.
Miss Reed.
Miss Reed is coming from. Because I do feel like as a male singer in the pop era, it should be someone as a male singer in the pop era passing on that torch too.
So maybe this is where the confusion comes in, because I don't feel like they should be separated.
I feel like they definitely should be separated. I think she should be inspired by him.
Okay. Wow.
You knew this was going to happen tonight.
Learn something new every day. Chris Brown made the same song.
You're rich now. Where's Zaddy Vince at? Where he at? We need to talk to Zaddy, okay? Because Rich, you got a lot to say. We need to hear Zaddy. Where's Zaddy at, Rich?
Chris Brown is the bomb. He is. His career is a ticking time bomb.
I cannot stand you right now. Don't you talk about my Chris Brown.
I think Chris would be a better comparison to MJ than Beyonce. Wow.
I agree with you, Ty.
I would love to see him do like a fraction of the work that Michael Jackson has done for his career to compare to Michael Jackson. I'd like
to say the same thing for Beyonce.
Well, you better go watch the damn documentaries. Yeah, Rich, I know I was just using him as an example.
You don't have a documentary, all of a sudden he doesn't compare?
His concerts have there's not an inkling saying that he's a comparison to y'all talk about him dancing.
Going to compare them.
Y'all talk about him dancing. That's it. All you think y'all talk about is him dancing. The work that Michael Jackson and Beyonce put into their concerts, the stadiums that they sell out, even though Beyonce hasn't done the capacity that he's done because they're two different eras, because black music wasn't new back then, it's different. But you know what? I said myself.
So my concern with this is that
my big sis speak said I could even see the evolution word Miss Reed if it were male, especially since he dances like maybe he took the moonwalk to the next
level. I love you, my big sis.
Wow. Not a ticking time.
Right. Not on Chanel. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't come for my Chris Brown like that.
So I'm gonna set myself up one more time. I told my Adelaide we're gonna drop the link so y'all come up here and talk about it.
OH, baby. OH.
I wish I smoked weed today. Now this is what disrespectful.
That's the sister. Come on. Give it to me. How's she gonna be better?
She's not better than Janet. Janet Jackson whispers. Okay, yeah. So you know what? Now I'm okay because now I know it's not my fault. It's y'all. It's just that Beyonce can't be compared to Michael Jackson, but that women can't be compared to men. Yeah, that's what it is. So then why so hard for Beyonce? Because honestly, as a person, okay, let me tell you something. I'm not the biggest fan of Michael Jackson. I really am not.
Okay.
I'm not. I really am not. I'm not.
Okay, guys.
I love Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, but after that, I mean, Thriller, I love what he's done for music.
Is a staple around the world.
And I so respect that. Like I do. I expect his work ethic. I expect everything he's done, but music wise, like I just wasn't a big fan.
So it makes sense.
I can see Beyonce and Michael having similar work ethics because they are both workaholics and they're both Virgos.
But how is that evolution if they're just because they're workaholics?
Janet is a bop. If you like their books on tape. I love that hat, Monley. Personally, I think Beyonce is better than Janet Jackson. She is. That's better comparison. It's not a comparison, but she's better than her. I agree, Ty. How could you not love Michael?
Thank you, Pink.
So I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So
is it funny though?
It's funny to me. So for one of my birthdays, my aunt bought me this CD, the Michael Jackson Butterfly CD.
That was a great album. I love that album. I got this stuck in my head now.
I was so disappointed. That CD is still sitting at my mom's house, and she was mad at me because I did not want it.
Oh my God.
We're gonna drop the link, so if y'all want to come up here and express your opinions,
yes, come,
you are
please.
more than welcome.
You too, Young Rich. I would like to see who Zaddy is.
I feel like Beyonce and Michael were both in their own lanes and pioneers for the times they were in, so it's really not a fair comparison.
Thank you, Lala.
It wasn't, and Lala, it wasn't a comparison. That's what I was trying to put out there. It wasn't a comparison because evolution means evolution is not a comparison. Evolution is saying
let's put her evolution
okay,
era then.
Let's take it
of this era.
Let's me and you talk. So let's take it back to Pokemon. Can you compare Eevee to the rest of Eevee evolutions?
That's why I'm not gonna dare put
because you can't.
on no Pokemon.
It doesn't make any sense. Nice. Now, if you can top Beyonce whole discography, just saying no tea, no shade. I agree. Oh, I gotta move over down. Little boss lady, you see the shirt if you know. So definitely, you know some Beyonce. He
does, and then it makes sense now because he's not a big fan of Michael Jackson. So of course he's not going to be siding with the idea.
But honestly, I respect Michael Jackson like to the top, to the hill. Like I respect him and what he's done for music. I just was not a really big fan of him as a solo artist. I loved him in the Jackson 5, but I wasn't a big fan of him as Michael Jackson.
You missed out on a lot. Sorry about that.
Beyonce is a better singer. Janet is a better overall entertainer. Chris Brown is nothing like Michael Jackson. He is more of an evolution of Bobby Brown. Now I can agree with that. No one this generation can come close to Michael.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We are all getting our feelings because we are in the weeds comparing bodies of work. Take away the gender, take away the genres. The impact of each artist's rivals are all. Thank you. This is why. Okay. This is why you are part of the tribe.
Being said.
Hey Shakira, thank you so much for becoming a new subscriber.
With that statement being said, before we move on, I just want you to understand that you will not have in a comparison or even just the music alone, you will never have Michael Jackson next to Beyonce. They will never. I don't think anyone would.
The comparison was never to do that.
Doing that, I don't think anyone would consider doing that.
It was never. That wasn't a comparison.
The problem with him is that he made it a comparison when he made that statement.
No, he did not.
Definitely did.
People don't know the definition of evolution.
If he didn't feel like that, then why did he make the statement of saying Bay's going to be mad?
Because his statement was true. People don't know the definition of evolution.
But do you hear what he's saying?
My big speak said I had the 45 record of the Jackson 5's ABC from the back of the ABC cereal box. You are too young to know anything about that. LOL. I sure am.
All of my sisters, all of my older, I have 5 other sisters, and they're late 40s and 50s.
Okay.
I understand. What was that?
In because I hear y'all yelling. What's going on, Jennifer? I actually think Beyonce is a better entertainer and singer than Janet. I do as well. I love me some Janet too. I love Janet too, but I don't. I would definitely go to Beyonce's concert before I went to Janet. Yes, Bobby Brown. Completely 2 different leagues.
Thank you.
And we did drop the link if y'all want to come up here, and I'm not gonna argue with y'all. That's what y'all got to say. How do you see Triller evolve? What is Triller?
She meant to say Thriller. You know what she meant.
She just said Triller like 3 times. So Triller must be a thing.
She just missing the H. Because she wants to know how. That's why.
It's like comparing LeBron and MJ. No comparison.
I love you,
So,
Shaka.
Deb, your black card has officially been. Hey, I don't even care. I get what you mean. Michael walked, so Beyonce. Thank you so much. Could run moonwalk to be exact. Thank you, Lala. See?
But is she though?
We are all getting. Oh, we already said we read that one. I'm yelling, LOL. Janet's music, Beyonce's music. I'm going to keep it a buck though. If we are talking about sales, I think Adele may overtake Michael.
Adele just
Thriller. Oh, okay, Thriller. So Dev, you're funny. You was right. I love Janet and bought tickets to 2 different concerts of hers, and she canceled them both. I ain't trying to keep. Beyonce won't cancel on you though.
Just make y'all wait for months and months and months to years.
No, she won't. Beyonce actually did her whole tour. And then
Y'all been waiting on an album from her?
Beyonce?
Yeah. Since what, 2017?
She just released the album during COVID.
Please don't talk about that Coachella stuff, if that's what you're saying.
She did Black is King.
Wasn't that? I don't know. I don't follow Beyonce that much, so.
This is why I don't listen to you about Beyonce.
It's okay. You don't have to listen to me. You can listen to me tonight.
See what I'm saying? This is another reason right here why what y'all saying I don't listen to it. I wanted to go to Janet's concert, but then I wish Janet groomed an artist while she was in her prime. I thought Sierra was the Janet. You know what they said?
Yeah, but they also thought Sierra was a man.
Chris Brown is Mike. Oh, child. A little bit off topic, but who do you think would win in a whisper battle between Sierra and See?
Oh my gosh.
See?
I would say Janet because she comes from multiple eras, so she would win. She would have the era.
I think Janet because she has more albums.
What else?
And she can perform them live.
Not that you coming for Sierra like that.
Well, she can't perform hers live. He doesn't listen to anyone when it comes to beat, and I won't. Wow, Lil Wayne did that to who? The day of the concert, and I didn't. Oh, cancel the concert, and I didn't get all my money back. Ooh. Sierra, she cute. Tinashe, I never even heard Tinashe's music.
You're a lie.
No, I haven't. She can't even dance better than Jen.
Jen who? Jen who?
Wait, who's Jen?
Jarrett, please clarify which Jen you're talking about.
Sierra.
Sierra. I like that one. Sorry, Sierra, I love you, but that was a good one.
Janet is way better than Sierra. Okay. B is an entertainer, but MJ is an artist. I can even see people saying that. Because Michael did all his writing. I mean, he did everything. I can see that. J-Lo, I think. J-Lo. Sierra, who?
Sierra. That was a good one.
Can we just give it up for my shoe for Sierra?
That is hilarious.
That took me out. But yeah, so I feel like I've been in a battle. What you saying? No, mommy, we don't want that.
She was like, Beyonce was the best all time.
Thank you. See, that's why I love her so much. She knows better.
My little daughter, she was like, Beyonce was the best of all time, mommy.
She was.
I'm like, yeah, that's why you're 9.
J-Lo couldn't even stop Selena. That's why she got her show.
Young, can you please get in the link? We need to talk to you.
I was because I couldn't even. It was too many Michael Jackson people, but I already knew it was going to happen though. Bet he won't do it again. He's been dragged all over the streets. I bet he will. I'm gonna tell y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm gonna tell y'all what though. Y'all just put some fuel to Beyonce's back.
Oh, now she's gonna come back like Michael Jackson. Huh? She's gonna be like everybody want to be like her.
Kelly Rowland messed up her career. She could have been. Yeah, I believe that too.
I think she wasn't supposed to get past Beyonce. I think there was a clause. I think there was a clause.
She still could have been close to that though.
It was a clause in her contract.
I don't think so. Jayla don't even use her own vocals. Should we take a visit down memory lane to the days of Ashanti?
Oh my God!
You'll come back as MJ. Mm-hmm. I bet Beyonce is mad at Jay-Z.
Heck yeah,
he said she's gonna be mad. She said he said that.
Because you know what, she gonna be pissed.
The next time we do this, I'm gonna drop my link in the BeyHive groups on Facebook.
Oof, Jesus!
So they come here and start swarming.
I know. Jesus, you didn't think of that ahead of time.
So true. She really don't. Where's Becky? Oh, secret. Go to bed. But wait, if Aaliyah was alive, do you think Beyonce would still be on the same level? Yes.
Yeah, I do too. But I feel like Aaliyah had her own lane.
She was already mad. Is why, Jay. I would never even compare Beyonce and Aaliyah to each other.
I agree with the Michael Jackson and the Beyonce as well.
I didn't even ask you.
I know you didn't. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Jay-Z said all of that stuff trying to make up. LOL.
Aw, he should do better because now he's got the whole world at him.
Nope, they'll just put fuel in her back. You know how Virgo do. Y'all can't sit on here and talk shit about her. Now she's about to really show y'all's ass some shit.
What can she talk? Wait, so now
I'm gonna start reading your comments, secret. What'd you say?
I said, so what you're saying to me is that she's now got fuel because people are talking shit about her being compared to Michael Jackson.
No, what I'm saying is that y'all ain't respecting her. She's sensitive about her shit, and they don't respect it.
You respect
Aaliyah will be in the same lane of her genre as Missy is in hers. You agree with Molly on what?
Thank you. I'm so glad you didn't drop the link in the BeyHive because it would have been a completely different show.
What I should have done.
You should. It would have been a completely different show, guys. We probably would have been ended like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
because then I would have. Then I would have been by myself. Superhead said Jay-Z was packing, but didn't know how to use it.
There's a lot about this statement.
She is going to be moonwalking on her next song.
That's going to be next to her album. It's going to be B7 moonwalking.
It's going to be called Michael Jackson.
No, it's going to be called The Evolution. And you know that's going to be a snub on this comment.
Why are some people so hard on Beyonce? I don't know. My sister was a hater until I took her to a Beyonce concert. Most people need to experience one. Those bees would have wore y'all out. They sure would have. And the next time I wish I would have thought about it.
I'm glad you didn't. Because I would have been like, well, that was me today. Thank you guys so much for having me on the show. But
first
the
of all, I thought,
be the co-host.
I thought that once we understood what the word evolution meant, we would kind of have a conversation. I know it's going to be under attack.
Okay,
so I'm going to put this live in those chats so that they can be all that in the comment section.
So if we all agreed with the evolution aspect of this horrible sanus comparison, what were you trying to impose on us MJ lovers?
I ain't gonna talk about it anymore.
You ain't got your BeyHive here, huh?
I don't need them because the facts are the facts. You guys are still stuck with Michael Jackson's music and him kicking his leg and moonwalking.
We didn't kick this.
By the time he got done moonwalking, he couldn't even moonwalk across the stage by the time he got done. So
hey, come on in the house without T Dizzle. OH baby.
Did Did y'all see Janet's new haircut in the Lure video about her talking about her icon videos? What is going on with Mama? I want to join the BeyHive. There are many groups on Facebook. I'm gonna post clips in there about this, so they come in this conversation. Your ass is out.
They gotta be an aftermath.
Cause I don't understand what is happening here today, but it's all right.
There's no way. Just like people can't come for Beyonce and what she's done in this era.
No one came for Michael Jackson, though. That's the thing. No one came for Michael Jackson.
Be mad at him. He definitely did.
No one came for Michael Jackson.
Definitely did.
Janet is more iconic than go look at her records. Okay. OH.
Wow.
I'm kicking his legs. Yeah, kicking his legs and trying to figure out how to get them feet to moonwalk.
That's the second time I heard kicking those legs. What does that mean?
You don't even know. Are you a fan of his?
I'm saying
Beyonce in a biopic. My pick is no, not Keely. No.
That was the second statement about Keely, and you agree.
That's the same person that's saying it.
Okay. I've been drinking, guys. I ain't drinking no more though.
Yeah, you need this. That's your last glass.
Can you pour me some?
Mm-mm. I'm still trying to finish my little bit of champagne. They ain't come for Prince either.
And that's the thing. Like Prince was a little bit more
yellow pants. Janet shaved off both sides of Campbell's hairstyle. I don't know what's going on. But y'all know the last time she was pregnant when she looked like that, though. Wow, this is not go how I thought it was gonna go. I had stuff to pull up, and I didn't get to pull up anything.
Well, come on, let's not let it all go to waste.
Back up off me.
You got your Beyonce there. You see her hands up there, right?
Mondelez, do you have a channel?
I do. I'm working on my Black Girl Nerdy World, all things gaming, anime, cosplay, and comics. So it's coming the first of the year. But right now, it's just the Saturday morning brunch crew.
So we're revamping a lot of things right now.
Oh, yes.
This might be y'all's last episode with her.
Oh, I will be in the chats like, no, he didn't.
You'll be blocked from this channel. Janet can dance better than Beyonce, and Jen is a movie star. Is better than Beyonce. Also, combine them together and they're better. Okay, that might seem good. I'm going to start coming to these more often. This is cute. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Click the notification.
If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. Absolutely.
That's what he should have said. What did I say? What did I say? She gonna run up on him like,
They said, Lord, the trolls have been. I know they just don't stop. Been blocking them. They're gonna wait till Blue Ivy old enough to play B in a biopic like Biggie. I can see that too. I can definitely see that. I just got finished watching Michael Jackson searching for Neverland. It was really sad.
Oh my gosh, T Dizzle.
Yeah. You know what, Beyonce? You might not want to be compared to him. He just wanted to enjoy his life as normal as he could with his zoo in his front yard. Pour it up. Beyonce can act in music videos, not too much on her acting ability. We all know she can act. Jackson 5 sold more records than Beyonce because nobody's buying records. Okay, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. I am only joking. I really do love and respect Beyonce. She is a fantastic entertainer. No need to use anyone else's name when talking about her. She is just great.
Exactly. He should have just
See you
kept
later, guys. Lunch break over. Back to work. Not coming for Michael because I don't want him coming for me. I love you so, Deb and my Adelaide. Thank you so much, my big sis
Thank
speaks.
you so much.
Which dance is more iconic, Single Ladies, Moonwalk, or Rhythm Nation?
Moonwalk.
Moonwalk, but that's not Michael Jackson's. What's love got to do with it? Tina Turner need to play Tina Knowles. actually, that would be good though. That should be good. But is she older than her?
Who? Tina Turner?
Is she older than Tina Knowles?
Sure, for sure.
Rhythm Nation eats them all up. Did you say she can't act so dead?
Yeah,
I've always said that. I've never acted like she couldn't. I'm not
Thank you,
oblivious. Moonwalk is more legendary, but Rhythm Nation was better.
But what's legendary?
But the Moonwalk is not Michael Jackson's. Michael Jackson got that from someone else.
He's the one who coined it, though.
It doesn't matter. It still isn't his. He doesn't own it.
Okay. And I guess Beyonce.
So whoever made the Moonwalk, thank you. Tina Knowles is starting to talk. So yes, she is. Beyonce and Blue Ivy did the intro. I say the Moonwalk. Yes, the Moonwalk is more iconic. Thanks to the people who made it. Listen, I am alone at a crossroad. Secret, go to bed, please. Go to bed. He made it famous. It doesn't matter who made it famous. He didn't make it. It wasn't a real.
He made Beyonce famous.
He made the Moonwalk famous.
He made Beyonce famous.
How did Michael Jackson make Beyonce famous?
Since she's the evolution, he made her famous.
Okay, well then the Moonwalk people made Michael Jackson famous. So let's not credit him anymore.
Yeah, let's credit him for sure.
So let's credit the people who made the Moonwalk.
Let's credit the people who coined
Matter of fact, let's credit the people who started singing music. Period. First.
What's the next comment?
Because isn't he the evolution of that?
Let's go.
Why he looked down saying thank you. Dang, it is. That doesn't matter. He didn't make it.
I don't see how things are mattering and not mattering when it comes to Michael Jackson and
because basically he's the evolution of the Moonwalk. But we can't credit him for that.
Nothing to do with Michael Jackson's career, nothing. But he can definitely say he influenced.
Actually, Satan sung music first. Shout out to him. If we go down this road, to be fair. Beyonce also uses content from other resources as well. But she always says that, though.
And she doesn't say she's the evolution of Michael Jackson, though.
Her husband said it. Michael only had to moonwalk by himself, where the nation was difficult and precise choreography. When Michael Jackson didn't moonwalk by himself, the people who made it taught him that. He did it with them, and then he showed it to y'all. So there you go.
Thank you, Zach. He keeps going there.
I mean, he was the minister of music. Isn't it crazy to think at the age Beyonce is right now? Janet was just releasing 29-year-old. I love Janet, but after all, for you all, her albums were pretty much trash. Disciplined and Unbreakable were okay. Beyonce still topping herself each time. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
She's the evolution.
I like you. I love you so much, miss you. Eve sung music first when she ate that. Satan wasn't he around before that?
Yeah, he was around.
Apple and told Adam, if you like it, then you should put a ring on it. Oh, love her, Michael J. I actually think Beyonce holds back on y'all. Yeah, because they do stuff like this. Monlay, where's your drink? Y'all be subscribing to your new channel as well. I'll be serving.
Oh no, it's gone.
Oh, Janet Control album was all that.
Control.
What are the songs on that album besides Control?
Not that you asked that.
What songs? I mean, that's an album with songs. And Jazzy put a ring on that.
And Jay-Z.
Is that what you mean, Jay-Z? Are you doing the speaking to the phone? Get me body. Oh, this was fun, guys. I want to a secret. I'm about to block you from this. I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Who?
Velvet Rope was my favorite Janet album, followed by Janet, then Control. I'm going to kick your butt. It took Janet 3 albums released to pop. Beyonce popped at the first release. Okay.
Because she had a following from Destiny's Child, and everyone knew she was the front person.
Janet Jackson had her brothers from the Jackson
She was
Five.
in the group.
Pleasure Principle by Janet is my all-time favorite from her. My favorite B song is 7. Oh, I love 7-Eleven.
So you asked what are the song lists in the album?
I did not ask the song list. I said what were the other popular songs from that album?
Okay. Nasty. Control.
Control. And what else?
That's Nasty, and that's what I heard my mama play a lot was Nasty.
Nasty. How's that go?
I mean, you want me to play it?
Don't play Janet was acting on their variety show, right? I can't name my favorite B song. Too many to name.
She does have a lot of good songs.
Plenty of opportunities to pop. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God those haters got out of here. Janet had to break away from her father to make good music. Oh, okay.
Because he probably wanted her in a certain place. He didn't want her.
My favorite JJ song is Love Will Never Do Without You. Mine's is that
I'm gonna lie, there was this one song, I can't remember it right now, the name of it, but she was
think of the words.
She was dancing on the airplane. Oh my God, I love that song.
Oh, Let's Wait a While. That's my favorite one from her. I like older B songs. One of my favorites is Speechless. Like from album number 1. I like when she showed us she was pregnant. Who, Janet?
Beyonce.
Again, is my favorite Janet song. That's The Way That Love Goes. That's a good song, so I like that one. Side note, the Thriller video still creeps me out a little till this day. It creeps me out too as well. When I was younger, I was terrified when my sisters would watch it. That creeped me out too. I don't think I've ever watched it since then. The music industry in 10, 20 years is going to be interesting. It looks like Mariah, J-Lo, Beyonce, and Alicia Keys' kids may dabble in music.
Especially Alicia Keys.
She was pregnant.
Was she pregnant?
If I was your girl, was my jump.
Her joint. That's what she said.
She said jump.
Oh, she meant to say that.
I know, but it's my friend. I'm gonna say what she said. She said jump. OMG, Thriller is my ish. Jennifer, I like older B songs too. I love that B evolves with every album that she makes.
She should.
As y'all can see, Lemonade is sitting right here.
She should.
We can't say that for everybody.
Well, we definitely can say it for Michael Jackson.
Is he still making music?
He had a career after his brothers. Where's his brother's career?
Oh, so they have a similarity.
What else did the comment say?
I ain't like a boy by Beyonce.
Well, obviously she had a.
Like a boy.
Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet.
Love You already has a Grammy. She sure does. Right from Brown Skin Girl. Sausage Fears. Sausage Fears. I did not like Sasha Fierce. I did not like it. MJ changed MTV, but I still listen to it though because I did like some of the songs of it. Well, no, I like Sasha Fierce. I like I Am. MJ changed MTV forever. Who else can say that? Because he didn't have a choice, and we wouldn't have music.
Come on.
Should the next debate be about Mary J? Listen, we're not gonna get into that because we're gonna have a whole nother argument.
I'm going for Mary J.
See, and that's why we have a problem. Like a Boy, Sierra was better. Oh, I hated Sierra's Like a Boy. Stop hating. Not is he's still making music from the grave. Aaliyah is off the wall. Michael Jackson.
He said Aaliyah is.
Biggie and Tupac is still too. Beyonce changed Hughes channel. What we talking about? Tracy Lynn, you have missed so much.
So much. So much, babes. So much.
I'm glad I got to calm down.
I
I was fighting for my life.
You was red over there.
But we were talking about Jay-Z saying that Beyonce is the evolution of Michael Jackson. Diva is the bomb to Beyonce. That was my ringtone for a minute. I love Mary J and Faith, but if we going to fight about it, I'm going with Faith. Thank you, Jennifer. Living Off the Wall. Who was that? That's Janet Jackson or Michael Jackson. B-Day, Lemonade for Beyonce, Dangerously in Love, Sasha Fierce. Lemonade is my favorite. Mary J and Tony Braxton. Roasting.
Tony's album Libra was really good. I liked that album.
Don't get started in Tupac. That's my baby. I'm just saying they all start making music. It's Michael Jackson. Living Off the Walls, MJ. Okay, that's what I thought. Listen, y'all have really shocked me today. I came in peace. Y'all chose violence.
Jay-Z chose violence.
No, Jay-Z said what he said, and y'all just misinterpreted what he said.
No, he misinterpreted himself.
Why you hate no Michael?
Thank you.
Like, I don't hate no Michael.
Definitely.
Oh, Mary J, my girl. I love Mary J. Blige.
I do too.
But if I could listen to one over, I think I would still listen to Mary J.
She makes $400,000 an episode on Mary J on
Power.
Yes. I was like, holy
She
crap.
should.
That's incredible. Grossing annually $6.4 million.
I mean, she deserves it though.
Per season, $6.4 million. Like, that's crazy.
I love Tony Braxton, but I need subtitles when I listen to her. Girl,
oh my God.
Why you call me on phone?
Stop it. I'm done with you.
Why Mary playing herself in Power? And all the roles she's in, shake my hand. She is the equivalent of Beyonce when it comes to acting. I think she acts a little bit better than Beyonce.
Oh, what?
Definitely
somebody's better than Beyonce?
I never thought Beyonce could act, and I've always said that. That's not no new shit. Well, you definitely did.
That part.
La shit. I prefer Tamar. I do too. How much of that 6.4 mil she got to give to
Can do.
As Ken do?
That I don't know.
I love Mary J as an entertainer, but she doesn't have the best vocals. Yeah, she doesn't. Jay-Z needs to stop acting like a groupie. Why does this be a groupie? Right, Jennifer. My husband better act like that too. Did Mary J and Faith get into a fight at a party though a few years ago? They did get into it. They didn't like each other for a long time. They just now made up though.
I have a question or statements rather. I like how Jay-Z said my wife and not my love.
I see where you're going with that.
I was saying, why wouldn't he just said my wife?
Jay-Z said it to get on Beyonce's good side to make up for his cheating affair.
Obviously, he didn't think she was the best. Mary
gets on my nerves screaming. All that I can say. Oh, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs. I have to root for Mary. She's my Capricorn sister, and she's from my fiance's neighborhood. It would be a whole argument in this house if I didn't. I'm sorry. Faith was on the season of Masked Singer. Was she? Why did I not know that? I'm about to go back and watch it.
They said she was so good.
I'm about to go back and watch it. Nobody even told me.
Nobody told me.
I'm about to call my best friend because she should have told me that.
She was probably watching it with the popcorn.
Mm-hmm. Watching Beyonce evolve. It's not going to. It's not going to be going to lie. Beyonce is boring to. What? None of this even makes any sense. Let's start reading it.
You're a hot mess.
This was fun. Nobody wants to come up here and say something. Come on, let's try it one more time, y'all. We dropping the link.
The link's in the comments, right?
Yes.
So please click
on your channel too. I missed.
On
your mom. Hey, Miss. Hey, Claudie. Miss Claudie.
Hi. I love you, Lardy, Miss Clardy.
If you want to click the link, come on.
Come on. I'm actually looking forward to Mr. Rich jumping on. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, Rich don't never come on our lives.
Oh, okay. High hopes, like Jay-Z's view on Beyonce's evolution.
He needs his ass kicked Ty. Wait, what did Ty say? Oh, Faith and Stevie J are getting a divorce. Rumor has it she was kicking his ass. Well, they said that she was cheating on him.
But also, he's trying to get spouse support.
Oh, now I see that. But are we in LA? Would love to see MJB and Faith Evans on versus MJB, my girl. But Mary J would win that. Even though I love Faith Evans more, Mary J would win that. Beyonce is not even touching Britney Spears. Oh my God, you're crazy. Ooh, Jared, you been smoking.
There's a versus for you right there.
You been smoking.
There's a versus for you right there.
Little Kim should go on The Masked Singer. I thought she was on there before, wasn't she?
To rap?
Dude, she won't even have to wear.
She'd be herself. But then they wouldn't know it. Then they would know it was her, and she would be disqualified.
How do I click? The link is in the chat. I'll drop it for you again. I'm on my Adelaide. This debate is mom approved. Yes, it is mom approved. Now why dragging my Britney into this?
Oh, so you got something, huh, Young Rich? We got something on you now. I have to come up with the next topic about Britney and have you in.
This link dropped like in 20 different places. You just click that link and it'll show you how to come through. That was harsh. You know, Faith Evans was the skunk on there. She was great.
What does that mean? Oh, the skunk. That was her.
Yeah. Got it. With the right lighting and makeup, she could be a cute geisha on The Masked Singer.
First of all,
I should leave that legend alone, Little Kim.
I met Little Kim. She is very short. Like when I was taking pictures with her, I had to like lean all the way back just to kind of be, yeah.
And she's super nice.
She is. She has a thing about lavender. Her and her mom has been growing the lavender, garden.
Oh, heck, you are tripping over here. Yes, it has to be mom approved, but hey. No, that's because I have t-shirts that say mom approved.
Mama approved.
Where is it? I gotta find those t-shirts.
I don't know, but I need to talk to you about a t-shirt too, because I've got a little t-shirt I
want. So you want to go into Jay-Z and his verses stuff?
Well, I mean, we can talk about it since he's already a heated topic.
Yeah, I want to get on Beyonce. Huh?
I think he did that to take the heat off of him, for real. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He said that first. Oh, he said that first, then said it about Beyonce.
Yeah, he did.
She was probably like, you could have did the verses with me. But in all seriousness, though, 9 has not aged one bit. It's surprisingly current. Just shows how ahead of the curve she is. Who's 9?
Who is 9?
The thing about Lavender, but my God, that skin, she took it to the limit, and she don't look nothing like what she looked like before. I was miss her.
I think she's talking
Faith
about.
did so good. I was super proud of her. My mic is tripping. Jay-Z 444 was truthful, and I liked it. Alicia Keys is better. Jerry, I'm about to block you from this channel. I'm about to block you.
I'm so
Beyonce isn't on Michael Jackson's level, but I think she should have did a Jamaican album with Sean Paul. Not as though Kim's album. Oh, okay.
Okay.
None of us heard it. Bro, you're tired. Go to bed. Thank you.
He's tired of being beat down about this.
No, she's talking about Jared with that Alicia Keys and Beyonce grab.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Before I was missed, I'm talking about Little Kim.
Okay.
When Faith did It's a Man's World so good on Master. Now, Faith Evans can sing, and she can sing a lot. You know, I told it on my channel, but I met Faith Evans. I saw her live.
Oh.
I took pictures with her. I love Faith Evans.
First of all, I think it was incredible to see her singing live versus hearing her on the radio.
Oh my God, live! She's a big. When I went to go see her, it was her and Kiki White together.
Mm-hmm. And Kiki White is dope.
Yes, they put on a great show together. Who I would love to see together is her, Kiki White, and Fantasia.
Ooh, that's a good lineup.
Yeah. After Candy won Masked Singer when she should not have, I stopped watching it. They say Lala cheated with Swiss Beats. I heard that. I did hear that. This is off topic, but any recommendations on what I can do in the A on New Year's? Not trying to be in the house this year. I'm gonna be at home, so I don't know. That's right, David. Beyonce ain't got nothing on Michael Jackson.
Thank you.
Your mom wants to get out of here too.
No, I'm not here.
Alicia Keys' voice got stolen when she stole Swiss Beats.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Now, you know what I will say? She looks beautiful on her album cover. The new one she just released.
Mm-hmm.
She looks beautiful on there. Candy must have took one of those producers to the dungeon because how she went in that singing show.
They wanted to be on the show. They wanted to get on a cross marketing show.
Oh yeah, I agree so damn with Fantasia. Oh yeah, okay. Did you say Kiki White? They'd be afraid she'd stab them. They ain't doing that. No.
Wasn't Kiki White in a show, like a reality show?
Yeah, Kiki White. I love Kiki White. And y'all cannot talk about Kiki White because her brother is one of my really good friends.
What else is up there? Oh,
matter of fact, I'm going to have him come over here one time.
Shit.
He's been on all of my shows. Every show I've had, he's been on all of them.
Guys, you know that I haven't been drinking no more because I've calmed down a lot.
I'm sorry, Beyonce ain't went down history yet. We went down history. Michael Jackson went down to history. Honey, before he left here, Coachella ain't got no room if he was to come and visit Coachella marketing show.
So, and I think that if he was to do Coachella would have had people from around the world coming.
Kiki White sings that her vocals are incredible. Yeah. Kiki is the bomb. Kiki was funny on R&B Divas. Too bad she declined. Yes. I didn't know Todrick Hall could really sing. He was great on this season of Masked Singer too. I didn't know he was on it either. I'm amen with you. Y'all still comparing her to Michael Jackson. That's not what it was. But man, I guess I can't change the fact that I want to compare them. So
you can't because he started it. Started it.
No, he did not.
He did. Talking about.
He didn't say she's better than him or she's doing better than him or after he left, she took over the throne.
He didn't say that.
All he said is that she's the evolution.
He never
evolution does not mean that.
He did not explain it for people not to.
Alicia Keys needs Kanye to exclusively produce her next album. What he did on You Don't Know My Name was yes. Without all the talking now. Keisha Cole is my favorite. Ooh, no. I can't read that.
You're funny.
I wanted the bull Todrick Hall. It went so bad on The Masked Singer.
He wanted him to win.
What song does Kiki sing so I can listen to her? What does she have? She has If Only she redid If Only I Knew. That's like her most famous thing that she does. She has that song with Avant, My First Love. And what's the song she did on her album? It was yeah. I can't think of the name of the song. Just if you have a streaming app, just look her up. Kiki White, her voice is just amazing, and like her live is just You and I is on his album.
Oh, okay. But those are some good ones, Ms. Lardy, to check out, the ones you mentioned.
Me too. Left my so don't delete my comment. Side note, who do you think would win between Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia? Jennifer Hudson, all her songs sound like old Negro spirituals to me.
I can't stand you.
Who, me?
Yes.
Why?
Don't respect her like that.
Her everything she
She's
said.
by far the better singer in Dreamgirls.
Then for Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson?
I said what I said.
Fantasia wasn't in Dreamgirls.
I know, Beyonce was.
The question was between Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia in a screaming match.
But what really irritated me is that you said she sounded like old Negro spirituals, and then when you have something like Dreamgirls come around and she's the better singer, hands down, on that group, and it's got your girl Beyonce in it.
She has her voice is more powerful. That's all. Okay. You don't like Keisha Coleslaw? I mean, if I want a fish plate or a box perm, do you think Beyonce is almost just as famous as MJ? No. Michael Jackson is like world. He's international. Beyonce is not international. Michael Jackson did concerts to like what Michael Jackson did was he laid the groundwork. So in all those places that she goes now, she does private concerts. He went those places and put pop music in all those areas so the other artists could go there. So I think that she's as what is the word, famous. No.
What irritates me is that you don't hear any other artists comparing themselves as Evolution or
nobody works as hard as she does like him though. That's why they can't. There's no artist that can do it. The people will look at it and laugh. But people who listen to Beyonce's music and know the true artistry of Beyonce can tell you it's very true. People just don't like her. And then also I learned today, you guys are separating men from women. So there's so many separations, but that's Black community for you. I just want Jennifer to exercise more vocal control. You don't need to take me to church on every song. Thank you, sis. And you know what? And she needs to learn how to sing live too. I personally like Rich Girl voice on Chris Brown's Perfume. Who's Rich Girl? That's a new singer. Beyonce's new songs sound like them too, though, if we being honest. Sound like what?
Probably Negro spiritual.
I don't think so.
Like taking you to church?
No. Move Forever.
Clarify that a little bit more, Rich.
Her last song was like Move Forever, and it was like African music. I wasn't going to church with that. Who would you like Beyonce to collaborate with, producer and artist-wise, on her next album? What vibe would you both like to see? Only thing I really want from Beyonce, like another Don't Hurt Yourself. I would love that. I definitely would love her with Cardi B. And that's honestly it. I don't think she should work with anybody else besides probably Jay-Z one more time.
I think that, she should definitely dibble back into the R&B.
Missy. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, you can read that one.
No, I was going to say I wanted to work with Missy Elliott again too.
Okay, I think she should kind of get with like Saweetie or with some of. I think just being on the girl bandwagon. You know, there's Normani, she's a really good singer. SZA, she's a pretty good singer. I could see her collaborating with some of those newer artists here, just to kind of like continue on her legacy with women empowerment.
She might be Queen Bee by word right now, but she ain't Michael Jackson, King of Pop, which we're not saying that. They would have to make room in Coachella to bring him. Agreed. I said, well, they would probably, we would all, I would make room for Michael Jackson to come back and go to Coachella. I said, Beyonce and Michael Jackson got together, it would be a hit show. That's what pushed her to world. Yeah, I believe that.
And it would make sense more too if they did do some collaborations together. And
if Michael Jackson came back from the dead and did, if Michael Jackson came back from the dead and the collaboration with Beyonce,
but he never did.
Ain't no way y'all gonna tell me that she is not.
I don't even think she was even on his radar of artists that he wanted to work with.
He said that,
but he didn't do that.
Michael Jackson was working with anybody because he was making music.
Okay, so you say from the hardest working people in music, you're going to say he wasn't working on music? Please.
So Michael Jackson was making new music before he died?
It hadn't been released.
Well, I guess we'll hear later on because Aaliyah's making it.
And that was a song that she had with The Weeknd. That was not a release song. It wasn't even a rendition of any old song.
If they bring up any of his music, it's stuff that he didn't want to release, just like they did with Aaliyah and Tupac and Biggie. It's not music he wanted released.
Maybe she's going to do a song with him.
Give me 1 second.
I agree with you, Lardy Miss Clardy. I think instead of putting them in two different, instead of separating them, I think we should try to bring them together. But I felt like his statement separated them and made it seem like because she's alive and she's still moving forward in her career that there was a comparison made for their careers. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to read something because I want to make sure I say this. Oh yeah, because I was trying to find this and now I figured it out. So, as much as we're Michael Jackson didn't and Michael Jackson didn't this, but I remember that it was 2009 where Michael Jackson crashed that party to go meet Beyonce because he was a big fan of hers.
Okay, but he still never collaborated with her.
What?
He still never collaborated with her.
He wasn't making music.
Okay, I hear you.
He was trying to raise those kids or something like that. But just to throw some sauce on it. Don't play Beyonce. That's all I'm saying. Y'all, we have to go because I just got a message that it's time for us to go. We've been on for 2 hours. We can give them like 1 more minute so we can just wrap it up to 2 hours. And while we're doing that, thank you guys for showing. And I would love for her to collaborate. Not her. I would love for Cardi B and Rihanna to collaborate.
Oh, yes, it would be hot.
Yes. But let's go ahead and close out. Tell them where they can find you.
So you can find me, obviously, right here at Maanale All Day on Instagram. And you can just put in Maanale on Facebook, and I'll pop up in like 4 different ones. So just pick the first 2. I'm on both of those. And so, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. You
can also find on Saturday mornings at the Saturday Morning Brunch Crew at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time now. You guys know you can find me at So Debonair everywhere on all social media. If you can't find it, just Google it. And also, join my tribe on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on notifications, turn on them all. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And we have enjoyed, Molly has enjoyed this conversation. And we will see you guys another day. Bye.